Hello, my drum students. Welcome to my home studio, Porkchop Studio. Hey, we're going to probably do a series of different videos, but I'm thinking on, let's get back to the basics. And in class, I'll talk to you guys about how to hold a stick. Let's just go back to the very basics. So, again, as you see here, you're familiar with this style. This is called the match grip. And why, I've asked you before, why match grip? Because the hands, they look very similar. And you remember, we talked about a fulcrum. And the stick, how it just naturally falls in place. The fulcrum is the balance point, see? And so, I also shared with you before, when holding a stick, you look at your palm in your hands, and the crease of your palm, slide your stick down, and the stick is made up of the butt of the stick, and then you got your body, then you had the neck part, and you got the tip. So you have just a little bit past the hand, as you can see, in a match grip style. Also, in describing, I've seen each of you to have a tendency to take your index finger and slide up on the stick. Try to, again, as I said, like a perpendicular, try to have it even like this. And then like the middle finger at this juncture in your playing is to guide this stick. You remember, with your hand and then your middle finger guiding the stick. This fulcrum, it should be held securely between your index finger and your thumb. Okay, that's for the match grip style. So just a brief introduction of another grip would be the traditional style. You've probably seen me do this in the studio at the Allegro studio, where the stick is between the two first fingers and between the thumb. You got this motion going. And a lot of maybe you've seen old pictures of drummers in the field, like Civil War era, where they have a strap and a harness and they would carry their drum. Well, it was easier for them to play in a traditional grip style with one hand, and then the other hand play with the match grip or the straight on feel. So let's go over here to the drum set, and with that, we're talking about the basic movements. I'm going to first put it on tenor drum, and I'm going to start slow, but again, going back to match grip, where it matches, okay? So you're familiar, as you know, we got the single stroke roll. I'm going to talk briefly about the rudiments, but these are foundational principles for drumming. Rudiments, we call them. So it is rudimentary. So with the tenor, and I say right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So I want you to develop your coordination. So if you do lead with right hand, then I want you to lead with left hand. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now watch, I'm going to gradually speed up. Expect for you to play at that speed. And then I'll do right hand. So even strokes. Notice if you can see the sticks when they come back up. You remember I talked about like a ceiling, that your stick should not go past the ceiling. Try to keep it below the ceiling. Have an even balance. Now that would be a good steady pace for you. Okay, so in demonstrating, that is your single stroke roll. Now I'm going to turn the snare on, and we'll do this with no accents right now, just an even sound. You remember I talked about in groups of 4s, 8s, 12s, and 16s? I would like for you to practice those. 2, and then continue. You're building endurance. 12 and it's 16. After a while, you'll start playing like not even realizing how many strokes, you know, the beat, each stroke. So right here is 2 strokes, 4 strokes, 6 strokes. So developing that, okay? So that's your single stroke roll, one of your foundational rudiments.